So today I'm gonna be talking about exactly how this guy makes 1 mil a month, and literally no one else is making 1 mil a month like him. He's literally doing it in a completely different way to everyone else, and he's literally the only one doing it like this, basically. But yeah, it's I doubt you've heard of it as well. So basically, he follows the same simple structure, the traffic trifecta, which is he gets traffic, he generates interest in lead, and he converts lead. Now, where he's different though is that he actually, in each step, he does it in a completely different way from your usual sort of method. All right. So we'll start off with how he gets traffic. So with traffic in general, he just all he does is that he's got a couple different sort of touch points, and he follows something called the 7-11-4 rule, where he knows that they need to watch on average 7 hours of content, and they got to do 11 different contact points across 4 different platforms. Now he's got the 4 different platforms covered. Now one thing I will say is that he doesn't need to follow this rule, quite frankly, because he doesn't actually sell a high ticket offer. So this is exactly why his funnel's in a completely different format. And even then, even when he's selling a low ticket offer, which is only $27 a month, he's still able to generate 1 mil a month simply because of the way he structured his funnel, basically. Cool. So we'll start off with this. Basically, he's got his Instagram 720k followers. He's got a bunch of followers. And all he does is basically he posts Instagram reels. Now he posts Instagram reels. He posts a bunch of different Instagram reels. Most of them are lifestyle. Most of them are saying, "Oh yeah, here's what I do to live this lifestyle. Here's what I do to make this much money." Blah blah blah. All of that. Cool. And then he's also got his YouTube. Now his YouTube, he hasn't been using YouTube for a long time. 1 year ago, 1 month ago, 1 month ago, 1 month, 2 weeks ago. So he's been using YouTube for a little while. He's not really serious with it, and there's a reason for that. But I'll talk about that reason later because it's more applicable to the next section. Cool. So he's got YouTube. He does a couple videos. There's a video that basically just lifestyle. And yeah. Then he's got his TikTok. His TikTok's only on 90k followers now. His old TikTok got banned. He used to have a bunch more followers on. Basically, all he do is that he posts the same stuff that he does on IG Reels, and he just basically repurposes content and do rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And to be honest, he was actually just aiming for views. Now the reason he was just aiming for views, I'll speak about later. But in general, you shouldn't just be aiming for views because you need to make your ICP very specific and you need to target your specific ICP. But it worked for him, and there's a very specific reason for that. And then next, he also went on podcasts. Now, this had a twofold effect. Basically, he went on podcasts for 2 different reasons. He went on podcasts so he can network, so he can meet new people that he likes. You know, he only does podcasts with like people similar to his age, basically, or people who are sort of on a similar life journey to him, which will lead him up to build more connections and stuff like that on the back end. But we don't need to worry about that. But that's one of the reasons he do podcasts and stuff like that. But the other reason is more exposure and getting people like people's favorite creators to talk to him, makes them believe that Musa is a credible source to like sort of make money, and he sort of explains how he makes money, sort of explains how he got up and stuff like that. Now his story in general is very very good for his specific ICP, and it helps him convert like crazy. And I'll explain exactly how he does that later. So yeah, and basically yeah, at the end of all the podcasts, all people say is follow Musa here and his Instagram, and that's because that's his Instagram is really where he gets most of his viewers. Top of funnel, that's where they enter, that's where you get to know about him and stuff like that. Cool. So that's how he gets traffic. Alright, and then the part which really separates him from the rest is how he generates his interested leads. Cool. Now we've got YouTube, and once again, he's not really using YouTube, but his YouTube is mainly just entertain, and that's all he does. And then he's got a simple educate video, which was 1 year ago. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he's just doing this for the fun. All right, I wouldn't be surprised. But basically, he doesn't need YouTube, and the reason he doesn't need YouTube is simple. His offer is only $27. And there's a direct correlation between the amount of hours someone got to watch and the amount of money they got to spend on you. $27 a month isn't that big of an investment, and the reason he priced it like this, and it's a very simple reason. He needs to have an ICP specific product, and that causes him to make ICP specific content, which is actually why all he does is he posts short form. Something else is that his product is actually sort of selling short form products. So he's selling short form sort of teaching. So he's showing other people that he does short form. He gets better views on short form and all of that. And then in the end, he's also selling people how to do short form. And he's sort of this sort of head in the professional space, because people can see that, oh, he's doing it right in front of their eyes. Why don't I buy into him? He gets 100k views almost every single video plus. Cool. And his entire program is selling how to exactly do what he does. So that's why he focuses on TikTok, because he doesn't need that much time. He also focuses on TikTok because of his ICP. TikTok ID Reels, short stuff like that. He focused on short form content for a very good reason. Cool. The ICP in general, their age are going to be 18 to 25. They're going to be in school. They want to get rich. They don't want to do a 9 to 5. They're currently broke and they want something easy. They want to do it quickly. Cool. One thing else with the entire AI surge that is going on right now is everybody hears AI. And to be honest, the people who are kind of aiming for the AI solution, they just want something easy, and he's playing into this. But he also understands by playing into this, he can't charge high ticket. So he charges low ticket, which is $27 a month. But he's still able to scale to 1 million a month because of simply the amount of exposure that he's able to get. Then he needs to generate the interested leads, and he does this through highlights. He's got TikTok wins and client work, and all he does is basically just boast about everybody who's winning in his program. And to be completely honest, there might not even be that many people winning in the program, but because of the amount of people that are in there and the amount of times the win channels get flooded, people are just going to believe, oh yeah, everybody's winning, oh no, I'm going to win too. So they'll join the program. They might not even win, but they see everybody else winning, so they're like, oh yeah, it's going to be my time soon, blah, blah, blah. And on top of that, to be honest, with this product, the TikTok algorithm is it's a very hard thing to learn. So yeah, people are just gonna have to keep hacking away at it and just constantly posting wins. And because it's a monthly subscription, people just seeing those wins, just understanding, oh yeah, if I keep going, I'm gonna get there eventually. Cool. And then he uses something I like to call the one win strategy. This is where you only need one big win, and the one big win that he got is when him and Sneako basically skyrocketed his channel basically, and that's the win that he uses. He uses his win with Sneako, his big win with Sneako, to explain to other people, oh yeah, I've done it before, I've done it for other people, I actually do this. You should listen to me.
I'm a video editor for like the Sidemen. I in 2020 when Sneako used to pay me.
This is the I don't know if you heard me, but this is the clip that he basically keeps using. He keeps showing that, oh yeah, this is how I'm going to connect with Sneako, blah, 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 and all of that. And basically, if I just show you a little bit more in the video, you'll understand a bit more of it.
$3,000 every single month to make TikTokers fair. But after work.
So in general, without watching the whole thing, in general, all he does is that he does snappy clips, and he's really good with his editing style and stuff like that. And he knows this because this is short form content. He's not trying to grab the most sophisticated audience. He understands that his audience are probably going to be brain rot kids, which want to get money fast and don't really want to put in the work for it. So he uses that to his advantage. Now he does that by making hyper personalized, hyper edited videos, stuff like that. So what's really important is that he understands what his ICP wants, and he literally gives them what they want exactly. Cool. This is also in the form of the cheap thing, because if you're aiming for school kids, they're not going to be rich, and you need to understand that basically. And also, if you're aiming for sort of a get rich quick scheme, the problem with that, you can't really charge high, because the people, if you do charge high, that means that the sort of customers got a high sophistication level, which they will understand that, oh yeah, money isn't really easy to come by, blah, 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 all that. But yeah, for the younger audience, this offer would absolutely hit. Cool. And then he converts the leads. And the way he converts the leads is simply by having a simple bio where it's like, oh, how I made my first more 19, click here. Simply explaining what they're going to get by clicking a link. And this link is basically everywhere. This link is in his podcast, this link is in his TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. Cool. And basically, this is just one of his YouTubers, learn from me here, blah, blah, blah. Trying to basically tell him, oh, if you want to live my life, just click here, and then you're going to be able to live the life I live. And basically, you just bring them to a simple sales page here. Now, normally you won't need to do this much for a low ticket offer, but because it's the main thing, it's completely fine. And another reason he anchored it as a like low ticket offer is because he knows that high ticket offer, the only way he could do that is by sort of selling his time for like one-on-one coaching and stuff like that. That's the only way he can get high ticket. So he decided to probably go down the low ticket offer and maybe high ticket offer on the back end, because he understands that, oh yeah, his sort of audience is way bigger. His audience is literally anybody in school. Anybody wants to get money quick. Anybody wants to get money easily. Anybody wants money now. That's his audience. He doesn't need much. He doesn't need much for the ICP requirement to sort of get hit, basically. Cool. That's why he went down the scale route. All right, so we'll start off with this. We've got the headline, and above it we've got some social proof just showing his sort of reviews on WOP, which is the program that he uses. We've got the headline, which is a pretty simple headline. The headline, he uses a unique mechanism, specific outcome, objection handling. He could make it a bit better, but the problem with this is that the more claims he makes, like let's say he said, oh yeah, you can make blah 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 money, like 10k a month in 3 months. To be completely honest, it probably won't work, and that's because this is a very it's a low ticket offer. He can't guarantee those sort of things. But high ticket offers, you do need to guarantee those sort of things because it's obviously a bigger investment. And then you've got the VSL, obviously hyper edited as well because he's sort of aiming for brain rot kids, to be honest. But he's also aiming for like people who want to get money. Then you've got the CTA, very simple. Then he's explaining the unique mechanism, which he's explaining how AI helps on clip, explaining why this is sort of the thing that you should be doing. And then he does some objection and he's saying, oh, all you need is 20 minutes per day. And AI sort of explaining, oh yeah, this is sort of using the AI hype to make them understand, oh yeah, AI is really going to do everything for me, to be honest, because everybody thinks AI is this sort of big power. So yeah, they're really going to use that. And then the kids, obviously, they believe a bit more in AI than the older generation as well. Cool. And then as you can see, he relates to the audience a bit more. He's saying, oh yeah, he's talking about a story, try different side hustles, and he's explaining exactly why his method sort of works and stuff like that. And then he also explained a bit more about the reasons that it will work. It's easy and cheap, you ain't got nothing to lose. You don't have to set up your own business, which obviously a bunch of people are scared of setting up their own business in case they do fail. And you're leveraging a massive platform. And then then he talked about what's included. So just a couple basic things like what's included in it, and then he had a bonus here. Unless that's just sort of incentivizing them. Oh yeah, buy now. This bonus might not be here forever, basically. Cool. And then we have a discount and price anchoring. Basically, price anchoring is when we have this big value, and then this big value compared to this, the $27 now seems smaller. So that's price anchoring. So we're explaining, oh yeah, this is how much you're getting, this is how much you're paying. So it makes it seem like, oh yeah, I'm actually getting way more than I'm paying for. Then we got a discount just to sort of explain to them, oh yeah, this has got a discount, and this discount might not last forever. And it's a pretty big discount. I would say it should say $27 a month, or people will get confused with that, but yeah. And then here he also has some add-ons that you can add just before you sort of buy, just to get a bit of extra revenue up from, basically. But yeah. And then he also has an anti-guru statement. So throughout this entire process as well, his sort of character, he's refined his character in a very specific way. His character is one that, to be completely honest, is one that he does get a lot of money, but he makes sure that people understand that he's not really about this lifestyle. He has got this lifestyle and he's earned this lifestyle, but he's also trying to make people understand that, oh yeah, he's a very spiritual guy. He really likes his family. He's not really about the partying and stuff like that. And that actually connects to a completely different audience as well. People who aren't really about that life either. People who really do want to just get money just to support their family and stuff like that, and provide for their family. And that sort of connects to an audience at a completely different level. He's also anti-guru, saying, I don't like using high marketing tricks or gimmicks to get you to buy it. Sort of explaining to them, oh yeah, I'm on your side. He also gave them a guarantee. Every offer should have a guarantee, to be honest, at this point. And then he also had urgency, which sort of explains, oh yeah, the price might not be like this forever. You're an early bird, get in quick while it's still popping, basically. But something else about the guarantee I want to quickly go over. Guaranteed in general, you need to do something called stipulations. Stipulations are, we'll give you the guarantee if you do what we told you to do, basically, and then you give them the refund if they actually did what you need them to do, because that's just good business practice, basically. But yeah, other than that, that is exactly how this guy, Musa, his name is Musa, don't know if I even mentioned it, makes $1 million a month like this, and literally no one is making money like this except him. Cool. People are making money, but no one's doing it this way. Now, obviously, this is sort of a low ticket offer sort of route, which is obviously way harder to get running. It's been about 3 years, him posting about this product, but yeah, he sort of saw a gap in the market and he understood, oh yeah, this is the ICP that I'm targeting. Let me make it this price because of the people I'm aiming for. They're not very rich, blah blah blah, and all of that. But yeah, other than that, he's crushing it with this funnel. And to be honest, everyone could learn something from him. But yeah, other than that, that's all. So if you do want to learn exactly how you can implement a sort of similar funnel or try to get to above 20k a month using a high ticket offer, then drop me a DM on Instagram and I'll be very happy to help you out. I will just hop on a free call, or you can just ask me a couple questions and I'll reply in the DMs. But yeah, other than that, that's all I've got. See ya.